What is up, guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and thank you for joining me today. As you can tell by the title of this video, we are about to transform our lives in the next 30 days. It's giving clock in, lock in season. And if you're wondering how we're going to do this, we are going to use the trusty, not dusty. We're just going to use our trusty, handy companion, ChatGPT, to really make and create a system that works for us. What I have done with ChatGPT is I listed all of my challenges and I also listed all of the goals that I have for just life in general, but also over the next 30 days. The person that I am trying to become and embody, right? The highest version of myself. And I asked ChatGPT to take that information and create a tangible, palatable system that will allow me to lock in and truly transform my entire life in the next 30 days. For me, that looks like work block because I am a business owner. It looks like no cannabis. So I'm doing 30 days of just no cannabis. Currently, I'm actually on day 10. I started the no cannabis before this, but I believe that the clarity that came from not smoking and just finally coming back into myself and completely detoxing, it gave me that motivation and that push to really, really lock in on who I want to be. And it also gave me the awareness that your girl was playing super small when it came to her goals, her dreams, her wishes, her aspirations. And if you're like me, which is no shade, no tea, we like to plan, we have the systems, we have the knowing, we have the knowledge. However, when it comes to the implementation, we might start off strong, but there is a moment where we just kind of allow our subconscious to let it fade. And this time, we are not letting it fade. I am going to be documenting my 30-day journey. I am going to be really showing up and allowing myself the space to be seen. Fear does not exist here anymore. And honestly, I had to tell myself, girl, you are worth showing up afraid. You are worth being uncomfortable. You are worth the discomfort of truly, truly locking in on your goals and on your dreams. I want to be in the gym. I want to get back into my yoga teacher training. I really, really want to scale my business and become a a profitable business, one that has true revenue. I want to really, really be of service to the collective and bring my coaching and just everything that I have to offer. I think it's really hard also just being a multidimensional being because there are so many things I do, from crochet, yoga, I create music, spoken word, I've written books, I've created courses, I've done so many things. So, really creating a system where I can hit every single thing, but not burn out, not be overwhelmed, not necessarily just give up on myself. I've definitely been a bare minimum baddie when it comes to locking in on my goals, on my dreams, on my aspirations. And I'm not going to beat myself up about it because there's awareness there. And honestly, I was doing the best that I could and the best that I thought I could at the time, navigating healing, trauma, mother wound, father wounds, and just taking myself out of an old environment where I felt stuck and trapped. And now that I'm in a space where clarity is the motive, where I have completely disconnected from my old life in order to push myself in the trajectory of my new life, right? I have this goal and this vision of creating a space for the collective, for artists, for neurodivergence, for the multi passionate beings to be able to create freely and abundantly without worry and without care. My business, I want to bring healing to marginalized groups that wouldn't necessarily be able to afford a mastermind or a healing workshop because let's just be real. Some of these workshops start at $3,000, $5,000, $10,000. And when you are in spaces such as like transitional housing, when you're working 9 to 5, you're a parent, you're this, you're that, sometimes that's a lot of money. And right now, the price of groceries, the price of gas, where America's going, I think we are all deserving of access to that. And with my business, Zen Stitch Wellness, I hope to get grants and funding so I can bring those types of services to marginalized groups. And I have been in a space where I'm creating the courses, I'm doing the things, but I have been leaning heavily on rest. Because once you take yourself out of toxic environments or just environments and spaces and places that weren't necessarily meant to hold you, there is an entire recalibration of your system that your whole nervous system does. And for me, being someone with sickle cell anemia, I'm already a little bit more tired than the average bear, but it hit me very hard. So there were lots of naps, lots of grace, lots of pondering and waiting and planning, but now is the time for implementation. I got the pleasure of reading all of my morning pages yesterday, which, if you don't know what morning pages are, they are pages of streams of consciousness that you do when you do the Artist's Way Journey by Julia Cameron. I believe that's her name. And on week 9, the you are set to read back all your pages. You're not allowed to read your pages until week 9. So yesterday during my sacred stillness day, my Sundays, I completely disconnected from the matrix. I turned my phone off. I gave my iPad to my daughter, and I didn't use my computer at all. So zero screens. I stayed in my bed all day long, and I read back those pages to myself. And let me tell you, it was a really big eye opener, from manifesting my dream life, my new home that I'm in right now, to just really kind of seeing that, like, girl, like, there is something in me that is staying stuck. There is a version of me that is so terrified of being seen and being successful that I typically fall off. I could be real. Your girl falls off. Your girl likes to be a bare minimum baddie when it comes to goals, dreams, and aspirations. There are moments where I completely ramp up and go intensely, but essentially I burn out and fall off. And at the end of the day, I'm not beating myself up about it. However, I know that I have the capacity to do better and to strive for more. And just looking back at like the way that I would work for companies and how I was incredible at sales and leadership and all of that stuff. So bringing that back into my own business and striving to be that leader and create that revenue that I would create for a company if I was working a 9 to 5. So here we are. Here is me saying, lock the freak in. And I challenge you guys to lock in with me. Honestly, what I did to create my plan was I gave ChatGPT, we used ChatGPT to create the system. So I gave ChatGPT my challenges and my goals. I gave ChatGPT, yeah, my challenges and my goals. And from there, I asked ChatGPT to create a simple system. And for me, I like working in blocks. So Chat created a morning block, a midday block, a work block, and an evening block for me. And my goal is the big thing about it is I just need to document it all. I need to document, I need to show up, and I need to post it. I want to create community on here. I want to share my journey with you guys and my story, because I truly, genuinely believe it will help a lot of you, or whoever's watching. Maybe somebody will resonate with it. And if no one resonates with it, that's fine, because it's also simply just for me, showing up for me. And if you have a dream or a goal or anything, please just lock in. Just trust yourself enough come home to you and trust yourself enough to be able to navigate that and live your life to the fullest, because we don't know where the world's about to go. Shit's crazy, and you don't want to be sitting here in the mundane. I know I don't. So I am inviting you guys to create a system, create a plan, and lock in with me over the next 30 days and just see where your life can go. No excuses. It's not I'm too tired, or I'll do it Monday, or I'll do it that. No, 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 no. Today is the day, now is the now. We create the system and we follow the system. So for me, goals are scaling my business, going to the gym thrice a week. So for me, it's legs, back, and booty in the gym, like an actual gym. And then I have my home, my like apartment complex has some free weights and some like chest and ab stuff. So I'll be going there twice a week. I'll be doing yoga every single day because I'm striving to complete my 300-hour yoga teacher training. And there's also a 200-hour Tantra yoga teacher training that I would really like to do, and documenting that. We are diving back into crochet. I'm going to be opening up some commissions, and then also scaling my business, looking for funding. Over the next 30 days, I'm hoping to secure at least one funding source or one grant to help me push my business to the next level. Think CEO energy. This is devotion to self, but through relentless action. Yes, we are going to have days where we're tired. Yes, we're going to have days where we want to cry and give up. But I am saying we got to work through the tears. We got to work through the exhaustion because we are worth it. And if we were going to clock in for somebody else, we're going to cry in the car, get our shit ready, and be on time. So, yes, we are clocking in and locking in for ourselves. And yeah, I'm really excited for this journey, and honestly, like I am scared shitless a little bit. Well, not there's a part of me that is scared shitless. There's a part of me that is really, really pulling and tugging and doesn't really want me to fully commit, because that means we got to let go of our old doubts. We got to let go of our comfort zone, and we are about to transform and come into a completely new comfort zone. So, yes, that's going to be it for today's video, honestly. But comment down below if you are joining me for the Clock In and Lock In challenge. Tag me if you share your journey, and let's document it together, because we are worthy and deserving of the grandest life that the universe has to offer. So, yes, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.